Hi guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What's up everybody? Happy Saturday night to all my yum yums and each and everybody who clicked on to this channel. I'm tired. Happy Saturday guys. Guys, what is going on? Ooh. Wow. The things that goes on YouTube. It never seems to amaze me. Well, Walter, Walter. So are the Gaskins, Walter Mills, are they turning on one another? I don't know to be precise. But I hear, I saw a video today on my girl channel, Heidi's channel. I love Heidi. Man, listen, her channel for me, I love it. I love her contents. I love her topics. She speaks the truth. She gives it to you pure and raw. She don't listen. She do not, under no circumstance, procrastinate. She do not sugarcoat it. She comes out with full force accusation. She give it to you real, pure, and raw. Well, supposedly, you know how Walter is, guys. Walter says Bethany likes to lie. Well, from what I heard was that Miss Beloved really supposed to have had COVID. People can make false allegations and, false statements about people. Now, for me, from my perspective, I'm going to say this. I think if it was so, that if Miss Beloved had COVID at one point or another, I think that she would have realistically revealed that because she got confirmation from her son Zeddy Chung Chung when Zeddy Chung Chung had COVID. She got confirmation from her son because Zeddy Chung Chung wanted his subscribers to know exactly what was going on with him. Now, Walter says that Beloved likes to lie. You know how Walter is. He's very loud and bogus. And oh my God, his voice would just bust your eardrums wide open because he speaks so loud. Now, okay, you know that Miss Beloved had the endometrio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Endometrio blazer procedure in and outpatient. And thank God that it went well. I'm happy that it all went well for her. Um, okay, so as far as I really don't know how to address this, guys, but as far as the situation, the marriage with her and Mr. Nate, Walter, and his marriage with kicking it with Sin City, you guys already know what that's all about right there. I already told you guys that there's no love and no compassion there with that relationship there. I truly, deeply, sincerely believe that there's no love there with Walter and Sin City at all. There's no love there at all. As far as Miss Beloved and Mr. Nate, I think they love each other. Maybe they may not be in love with each other anymore, but I think they love each other enough and to stay in the relationship. You know what I mean? Mr. Nate left his job to be with his wife, to help his wife through this YouTube thing. And I think that was, absolutely amazing what he did. Now, at a point or another, do I think that I would have left my job? I really don't know for sure me personally, if I would have done that. You know what I mean? Because what if it had not worked out? Then what? Then Mr. Nate would have just completely been out of a job. You know what I mean? But, it worked out for Miss Beloved, and it's continuing to work out for Miss Beloved. But as far as, the love or the being in love, I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. They don't know. We don't know. We cannot put emphasis on something that we truly don't know what is going on behind closed doors with these people, or what is going on behind the camera with Miss Beloved and Mr. Nate. That's my opinion. I truly believe that Mr. Nate loves Miss Beloved, and Miss Beloved loves Mr. Nate. Now, the love may not be kindled like it used to be, because she's working all the time. He's working all the time. With her, with the YouTube industry, the sauce and the seasonings, and she travels out, and so that it's a lot going on with that, with that situation. um do we know if they show love and compassion behind the camera, you know um with the rose petals and the hot, what do you call that, the tub, the thing they get in, the sauna that they get in, and have late night, love, love making, and romantic nights, and all of that. We don't know, guys. It's just my opinion. We don't know this, you know what I mean? But as far as business wise, of course, they're going to take care of the business situation. They're going to take care of the business aspect of it all, because they are in this YouTube industry. And from my understanding, as I can see, well, myself, that being in this YouTube industry thing, it is not easy. It is a very hard task. You have to make it do what it do. If you wanted to pop and get higher subscribers and higher viewers and recognition, you have to work very, very hard for what you actually want with this YouTube industry. Now, do I enjoy doing videos on YouTube? I do. I really do, because you guys know that this is a topic channel and I do topics. But I'm not getting this where there may not be any love with them. But we surely know, for one thing for certain, and two things for sure, that there's definitely no love with Sin City and kicking it with Sin City and Walter. I think that is a basic thing, that where they're just doing this for, as a job, as recognition, as subscribers, and to get that bag. That's my opinion on that situation. And my girl Hottie was saying, something about some roses and stuff like that. Like, she said that, the roses that she showed on her channel, they were beautiful. It was one set of roses that she had there that I've never seen in a lifetime. They were absolutely gorgeous. They were absolutely gorgeous. And all Heidi was saying is that, you know, being that Miss Beloved, husband resigned from his job, and took it on with, Beloved to be very much so successful in her. Hold on, guys. Lord have mercy. I can't. I really can't. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so, being successful in her. Um, Look at this. This doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Any rate, being successful in her YouTube industry, and Mr. Nate, he left his job and everything, to pursue this thing with Miss Beloved. Now, could she have done this, to be this successful as she is now without Mr. Nate? No, I truly don't believe that she would have been, successful at it, being that Mr. Nate, knows a lot about electronics and, engineering and things of that sort. Um, but the thing of it all is that I want to be, cordial in the way I speak my words out my mouth. Um, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what goes on behind cameras with Miss Beloved and Mr. Nate. I don't know if they have romantic nights in the sauna or whatever. I don't know if Mr. Nate drop rose petals or bring flowers or whatever to Miss Beloved. But um It was a statement, you know. I mean, Heidi was speaking, you know, on her channel, her topic, and her opinion, you know, that because she went under this endometrio, a blazer, you know, that, you know, and I do believe that from the heart that showing love and compassion, you know, that Miss Beloved came out, you know, very well from the procedure, that I do think that Mr. Nate should have greeted her with some beautiful flowers in his hands to say, hey, babe, I'm glad that, you know, this thing went well. You know, I just want to show my love, you know, that, you know, I'm glad that you know, came through this thing successfully. Yeah, do I think that he should have done that? Absolutely. He should have greeted her, you know, on the camera. You do videos, you do mukbangs, you do mukbangs, you do vlogs, you know. So why didn't Mr. Nate just, you know, greet her with some beautiful roses and say, "Babe, I'm so glad that the procedure went very well." You know, show us, you know, show us sometimes how you know, and it's not the fact that you have to show us, but you know, sometimes just make it look very, very much so interesting. You know what I mean? Make it look real. You know, make us to believe and show us that we know that you love her, and we know that she loves you. You know, and we know that, you know, you guys are business wise people. But I don't know. I think, Mr. Nate, what I would have done personally, truthfully speaking, technically speaking, I would have greeted my wife when I went to get her and surprised her and just had her a bushel of pretty red roses. Now, those roses that my girl Heidi Flaucci had, them flowers was gorgeous. It was a flower on her table in her kitchen. Damn, I never seen a flower like that before in my life. They were absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous flowers, all of them, you know. And he should have greeted, you know, Miss Mila with some beautiful flowers and say, babe, I'm so glad that you came through this little procedure, you know. Not that it was a major procedure, not that it was a life-threatening procedure, but she got the endometrio ablazer. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Something that she had to get done, technically speaking, or wanted to get done because she was having, you know, menstrual cycles, and you know, the bleeding was very, very profusive, and you know, she would bleed unnecessary when it's not even her period, and you know, so I guess she just got tired of that whole situation. So she went on and she got the endometrio ablation surgery, you know, in inpatient, outpatient thing. And I don't know, you know, me personally, guys, let me tell you, I like to I like to be surprised by things. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you may, if I was in a relationship, and if my, you know, my acquaintance was living with me or something like that, I would like to, like when he gets off of work or whatever. But you're gonna have to work, honey, because you ain't gonna stay in my damn house and you ain't working nowhere, brother. You think you just gonna lay up in here and ain't doing nothing, ain't paying no bills, brother? That ain't even going down like that. You feel me? You know, and come home sometimes. You know, if he gets off of work before, you know, I do, or I get off work before he do. You know what I'm saying? That you would come in and you take your nice little shower and you know, have some soft music playing in the bedroom and have something on the stove cooking, or have the table set up for just two and maybe some candles on the table and you know, a dim light, and you know, or some soft music downstairs on the stereo, and greet me at the door. And you know, I those are the kind of things that I like, and those are the kind of things that I want. And not these damn men right here that I was dealing with. These motherfuckers that I was dealing with ain't was about shitness, okay? They wasn't about shitness. You know what I mean? All they was about was getting it, pumping it up, beep, 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 and going on about the business, honey. That's about it. Now, okay, I'm gonna give you a pride example. In the relationship that I was in, although you guys already know. And listen, baby, I don't care who know it, okay? Technically speaking, I don't care who know it. Yes, you know what I mean? I was dealing with a married man whom I was deeply, 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 deeply in love with. And knowing that this man was not mine, knowing that this man was going to never be mine, knowing that this man shared his body and ping ping and pang-a-lay with anything and everything. Thank God that, knock on wood, that I still came out healthy, you know what I mean, with no interruptions of STDs and all of that type of stuff, because brother was something else, guys. He was something else. Do you hear me? Like, this man was a whole married man. And was I right to be in that shit or that situation with a married man? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I had no right to even be with that man. You understand? But as I said to you guys, if you go back to the videos back here last year, in which I know you're not going to take time and effort to go way back, there's like 5 videos that I made speaking about the, topic about this married man. Okay. Now, he never showed, although I was with him and he was married, and was it right for me to be with him? Hell no, it wasn't right for me to be with him. When I found out that he was married, should I have left him alone? Yes, I should have left him alone, because he meant me no good. If he meant his wife no good and he was messing around on his wife with me, then absolutely, positively, he didn't mean me no good, and he was messing around with me with other women. You understand what I'm saying? But he never showed any courtesy. He never showed any love. He never showed any compassion, no consideration. All he wanted to do was come in, dip in, if you get me what I'm saying, and dip the hell out. He never showed any kind of affection, love, caressing, hugging, compassion, none of that. He just wanted to get it in and get up, and he wanted to go ahead about his business. Was I a fool in love? Absolutely, I was. That I eventually woke up from it? I did. You know what I mean? And, he never like took me out to really nice dinners, and, it's just came in and, bought like nice dinner food and say, well, babe, I stepped out and I went and got us some dinner food, and I want to, set it up for us to sit down at the table and chit chat and talk and just have a good time, and, have a glass of wine together. And even though I don't drink, but just out of consideration and compassion and love and concern and caring, why couldn't he have done that? Let me tell you something. I don't know why I stayed in that relationship as long as I know why I stayed in it, because I loved him. But did I allow myself to be violated, manipulated, used, abused mentally, but not abused physically? I did. Should I have gotten out of that the moment I found out and figured out he was married, but I didn't know until 3 years later? By 3 years in, my feelings was very much so into him. Very, very deeply into him. You know what I mean? I couldn't let go. After I found out, I couldn't let go. I let go for about, give or take a year. I would bump into him each and every day because I worked at the daycare. I was a preschool teacher at the daycare. He was a school bus driver. So quite naturally, I was going to run into him every day, because he had to come the same distance in the same way that I had to go to work to drop off the children at the center. You get me? And should I have gotten out of that relationship then? I should have. But 3 years in, and fell in love with this man, and eventually found out, when one particular day, one particular evening, he was here with me. You see this ring that's right here on my finger? I'm going to give you a pride example. Hold on, guys. Anastasia's going to give you a pride example. Okay? So I'm going to take this ring, and I'm going to take this ring. I'm going to take this ring as my wedding ring, my wedding band, and I'm going to place it here. Although you're going to see it, but I'm just giving you an example. And I'm going to place this ring here. Well, basically, this ring in the front was like wide. The ring on his finger was wide. So the band that he had, the wedding band that he had, was very, very thin. So he hid the band behind the ring that had his name across it. You get me, guys? He hid that band from me for 3 years. Okay, guys? So one particular evening, when he came here after work, it doesn't matter to me, truth be told, if he sees this video or not. It doesn't matter to me if the man is, if he's alive, to God be the glory. If he's well, to God be the glory. If he's still healthy, or if he's healthy, God be the glory. But it doesn't matter to me at this point, because it's been 4.5 years, 5 years to be precise now, that we had no connection, no calling, no text, nothing. He never came back to my door. No, nothing. You understand? And it just floors me that, you know, he he played this role of loving. He played this role as it's as if he was hold on guys, they keep calling me. He played this role as loving me. This is going to interrupt my video, and I know it is. He played this role as loving me. He played this role as, saying that he didn't have anyone in his life. You know what I mean? He played this role that he had two sons, but his sons lived with him, but he wasn't in a relationship with anyone. A mind over matter thing. He manipulated me. He violated me. He manipulated me. And he played with my feelings and my emotions. And I fell for it. I fell for it. Okay? Now, we're not going to go all the way, way, way back into the relationship of the prior relationship that I had with a gentleman that was for 14 years. They're going to have to call me back for 14 years. But all in all, after the 14 years that I was in the relationship, not with my children's father, it was a gentleman that I was in a relationship with for 14 years. And he was there for me, 100% for me and my children, because the loss of my children's fathers, whom, quote unquote, various in and out of their lives. And so I basically raised my children on my own with the help of the Lord and the help of my parents when they were alive and living. Okay. So this gentleman here, played with my feelings and my emotions for 3 years. You understand? They gotta call me back. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. Played with my emotions, and that wasn't good, because now my feelings was deep within. My feelings was totally into this man, 100%. He played that role. Listen, let me tell you something. If it was all about getting some kudina, some trusi, if it was all about getting some trusi, you understand what I'm saying? Hey, yo, be a man about it. You know what I mean? Just be a man about it. You don't got to play this mind over matter game to get what you want. Because when I lost my friend, whom I was with for 14 years, I was not in a relationship like 4 years after that. And then I met the gentleman whom I was in the relationship for 9 years, the married man. Okay. Now, after the third year, I found out about him. I should have simply let that man go. But like I said, we all make mistakes. We all fall short, and I fell in love with a man who really did not even really give two shits about me. It was only about his preference, what he wanted. You know what I mean? And the 4 years that I wasn't in a relationship, no kind of intimacy or anything, and then I met the gentleman. I had no interest in him at all. And what I should have done, man, if I could find Jennifer today, my girlfriend, she's no longer a girlfriend, because she wasn't about shit. She was petty. You know, um, if I can find her today, I would tell her, girl, you did the wrong thing by introducing me to that damn man. Why did I allow you to let you introduce me to that damn man? Because the way it ran down was that, they knew I lost my boyfriend that I was with for 14 years. And, so I just like close myself completely off, like from a companion, relationships and intimacy and all of that stuff. And so this gentleman comes up to the school, to the center, and picks up the teachers at the end of the day to take them to go get the children from the schools to bring them back to the center to the after school. And I would see him every day, come in, come up, sign in, sign out, you know what I mean? And I speak and this, that, and the other. And she went and she told him, hey, you know, you got an accent. He was like, yeah, I'm from such and such a. And she was like, oh, my girlfriend, she likes men from there and this, that, and the other. You got to meet her. And so from my understanding, what she said, he told her, okay, where is she? Well, right now she's in the class with her children, her kids. And she said, but give me your number and I'll give her your number. Maybe she'll call you sometimes. Okay, he gave her the number, knowing that he was married, guys. Knowing that he was married. But because he was such a manipulating damn dog, he didn't care. He had no concern, no compassion, no love, no consideration for his wife. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Because if he did, he wouldn't have not extended his phone number to her to give to me. It took me 3 months before I even indulged in calling him. I would see him every single day. He would not say anything. I'll speak, and that's it. He know I had his number. I guess he assumed that she gave me the number, or maybe he thought that she didn't give me the number. She gave me the number, and then one particular night, I called him. He couldn't talk on the phone, and I didn't understand why. He said, yeah, you know how you beat around the bush, guys, right? I said, okay, red flag, something's wrong with this picture. All right. He said, well, I'll call you tomorrow, not hello, baby, or, how you doing? Or nice to hear from you. Oh, I got to call you tomorrow. Well, the next day came, he called me. He called me when I got off of work at 6 o'clock. He comes down to the school, to the daycare to pick up the teachers, to go get the kids, bring them back to the after school. When he got off of work, we finally met up downstairs. He was waiting outside for me. And so I invited him over. He came over, we sat down and we talked and everything. And I never asked him at that point, why couldn't you talk to me that night? But I sort of kind of had a red flag. You get me, guys? I had a red flag that something just wasn't right with this situation. So I let it go. Okay, so then more so he started calling me, but more so he started calling me through the day after he got off of work before he go home. So, we start to relate as far as seeing each other, coming to see me. And in the beginning, it was really, really, really nice. He would come and get me after work and we would go eat or, go out, just ride around or whatever the means may be. Whatever I wanted and needed, he gave it to me. But then after that, guys, you know how that goes, girls and guys. You know, if you have a woman that you're interested in, guys, girls, you know how that is. If you are interested in a man, you know how they do. Any rate, we proceed to start seeing one another. He asked me, was I in a relationship? Did I have anybody? And I told him no. I asked him, are you in a relationship? Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Do I have to go through baby mama drama? He said, no, I don't, have to go to baby mama drama. I don't have a girlfriend and I'm not married. Lies, guys. Complete, total lies. The man was married all the time because he wanted to get what he wanted to get. So he had to use a mind over matter thing to lie to me and tell me that he didn't have a girlfriend. He wasn't in a relationship. He didn't have a wife. But he said, my sons live with me. My 2 sons live with me. Come on. Come on now. And I say this to say that it was never about love. It was just all about lust. Okay? It was just about the flesh. It was just about the flesh because he was a man of character whom was very quiet, quite handsome guy. Very handsome man. And kept himself very, very nice and neat and groomed and all of that. But the man had issues. For one, he was a freaking womanizer. Not physically as far as beating them. He was a womanizer because he had a woman here, he had a woman there, he had a woman there, he had me, he had her, he had first and foremost his daggone wife at home, whom he had no kind of respect whatsoever freaking ever for. No respect for her. Now, a nice man, he was nice to a certain degree, to a certain extent, But after time progressed, he asked me one day, he said, I want you to be my girl. Can we confirm this? Now, this is before I knew about all of these women. This is before I knew about his wife and all of this. So I said, I don't know if I want to do that because, I lost my old man, 4 years ago, and I just want to be just humble and settled and just, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. And I just need to collect my thoughts and I need to get over this, the passing of my guy and this, that, and the other. He said, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you the time to do that. But I really want you to be my girl. Okay, as time progressed, guys, I finally admitted and I finally said, okay, let's try this and see how it goes. Now, we was talking for about 4 to 5 months. It took me almost 6 months. Now, prior to that, guys, 4 years after I lost my boyfriend, I was not intimate. No, there was no intimacy with no man. No man. When I met him, there was no intimacy with him. It took me almost 5 months before I indulged in intimacy with him. Trust me when I tell you guys, the name of the game is condom. Make them use a condom because you don't know where they've been. They're every damn where. And you wasn't not putting the purity of yourself in Anastasia Ghirardelli's world naked. It was a no for me. It was a no for me. Okay? Anyway, where I'm going with this is that, okay, is there love? Is there compassion? Is there consideration? And the relationship with still with Miss, Bethany and Mr. Nate. Oh yes, of course they love each other, guys. Come on, of course they love each other. Maybe they may not be in love with each other, but they still have love for each other. And I can't say that they may not be in love with each other. I can't say that because I don't know them to say, oh, they're not in love. I can't say that. I'm just saying from my perspective. I can't say that. You know what I mean? I can't say that um what they do behind closed doors, what they do behind the camera. But what I'm saying is what they could have done or what he could have done, yes, out of love and compassion and consideration and concern and caring, he should have greeted Miss Beloved with some beautiful flowers and say, baby, I'm so glad you came through this procedure okay. you know Greet her with some beautiful roses. It doesn't hurt. Or even if you didn't do that when you went and got her when she got home, you know what I mean? She was going to be cramping and everything. You should have had everything, not the fact that she was coming home to have sex because she just had endometrial a blazer little procedure, so she wanted to come home and take the medicine and lay her ass down. But you should have just had like a nice little candlelight for her, a nice warm candlelight, low lights and little candles burning and some roses on the table. You don't have to put the petals on the floor because the petals on the floor leading to the bedrooms mean the petals are leading to the bedroom to get some of that kuchana, kudina, that trotra. Okay, and I don't think Miss Bethany was giving up no trotra that night because she was in some pain. Because when she took that damn Percocet, she was I did the motherfucker use that you know. But yeah, so that's where I'm going with that. As far as I don't know the love and the compassion that they have for one another, but I'm sure they love one another. But I'm saying in my situation, my circumstance, what I've been through in a relationship, you know, I was very much so infatuated over this man, infatuated over him. I was so deep in love with this man till, man, when that man hurt me, guys, yum yums, I was devastated. And like I said, after the 3 years when I found out, I should have gotten out of it. But I didn't do that. I went on to accept the fact that he was married. I dealt with the do's and the don'ts, the good, the bad, you know, and the ugly. And it got ugly. It got really, really ugly because he hurt me so bad. And I felt like I needed to get him back and get revenge because of the way he hurt me. And boy, did I get revenge. I got revenge, guys. And let me tell you something. Not the fact that I was trying to hurt his wife, because under no circumstance, I never wanted to hurt her. She seems to be an amazing person because technically speaking, guys, and I'm going to keep it 100, we had conversation and she was an amazing person, very wonderful personality. And I hurt her as well as he hurt me, you know, and I would never want to see her go through that discrepancy in life again with him. Now, for me, am I going to stay single? Oh, yeah, I have to. I have to, because I cannot allow to be violated, manipulated, cheated on, play with my emotions, play with my feelings, because, baby, when Anastasia come back to bite, when I come back to bite those motherfuckers, men that hurt me, I come back and I bite real fucking hard. It's a topic channel, and I'm going to speak my topics on my channel. Yes, I am. I truly am going to speak my topics on my channel. It's a topic channel. And this is where I'm going with, as far as Miss Beloved, and kicking it with Sin City and Walter. Like they said, Walter and Sin City don't love each other. Maybe not. Maybe not. But truth be told, what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, what's showing to me, I don't really think that they love each other. I truly, now that's my opinion on that. I just truly believe that they don't have any love for one another. It seems to me it's just all recognition, all views, all subscribers. You know what I mean? Chasing that money bag. But YouTube could never be that important if you marry someone and you don't love them. Why waste the time and the effort to do that to you, yourself, them, and just put this all out there like that? It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. You know? And yeah, so I just want to say this, that however the means may be, sometimes women wants to be shown love. They want to be shown, uh, compassion. They want to be showed, have consideration for them. Show them the love. Show them how much you love them. How much you cherish them, how much you respect them, how much you appreciate them being there for you, with you. And I say this to say, Miss Bethany was there with Mr. Nate. Mr. Nate was there with Bethany. One hand washes the other. You watch my back, I watch your back. You got my back, I got your back. We as one become a whole. Just saying. You know what I mean? And so yeah. So just think about that, guys. Think about that, girls. How you would love to have someone, a companion, who's going to overall show you the love and affection that you truly, sincerely need and want. All right, guys. So on that note, I hope that you all enjoyed the topic relation video. That yeah, sometimes it pays to show a little concern, to show a little love. Bring me some roses sometimes. You know what I mean? Surprise me when I come home, there's roses on the table. I mean, in a relationship, that's what men do for their girls. Their girls may do for their men, like have a nice dinner waiting for them when they come home or whatever. So leave it in the bottom of the comment, your opinion, and how you would like to have things done for you by your mate. All right, guys, this is Anastasia, GHIRADELLI'S World, coming into you on YouTube tonight, giving you topics, girls. So please, if you should like this video and you like the conversation and the topic, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit all so that you all can be notified of all of Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S World's videos. Okay, reach on over there now and hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Thumbs this video up. Happy Saturday to all my wonderful yum-yums. May God continue to bless you and keep you safe. Happy holidays to you all, and I'll holler at you later. This is Anastasia. Good night.